So, my senior year of college was the best year of my life. I had just fallen in love with the man of my dreams. I was assistant directing a main stage production. I was producing my own work. I had just finished my first solo performance. I was on top of the world. I was making kick-ass art with kick-ass people, and I felt like nothing could stop me. Until I got rejected from my dream graduate program. All of a sudden, graduation came about, and I looked around, and I felt like all my friends had some kind of plan. One of them was starting her teaching credential program. Two of them were moving to Chicago. And I was just sitting at home doing nothing. I started feeling this knot in my stomach, in the depths of my stomach, and I did what any sane person would do. I packed my bags and I moved to Italy. I was there for 2 months. I was a nanny for these adorable kids. I was eating inordinate amounts of pasta, drinking espresso, and exploring the little beach towns in northern Italy, and things seemed great again. Until I got off the plane at home and I realized I had just spent 3 months in Italy and I still didn't have a plan. So the knot came back in my stomach, this time a little bigger, and so I did what any sane person would do. I packed my bags and I moved to Los Angeles. Well, Thousand Oaks. I couldn't afford an apartment in Los Angeles, and my aunt lives in Thousand Oaks, so she said I could stay in her guest room until I figured out my shit. Then things seemed great again. I was going out in LA to these fancy bars, hanging out with my cousins, sleeping in whenever I wanted. I was applying for a few jobs. And then 4 months passed, and I realized I had spent all my money on expensive vegan restaurants, $15 cocktails, and Ubers throughout the city, and I was dead ass broke. I had like $10. And I felt this knot come back in my stomach. I still didn't have a plan. And I realized that I had been spending this entire year since graduation, I'd been picking up, moving from city to city, trying to figure out my plan, trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing, what postgraduate life was supposed to be like. And I had forgotten that what made my senior year of college the best year of my life was that I was making art. And so I felt that knot come back in my stomach, and it was bigger, and then I did what any sane person would do. I just started making some art. I moved back home. I got a job at Starbucks. The Starbucks near my house, so I could walk, and I didn't have to spend money on gas. I poured myself into my writing and preparing for grad school auditions, because I knew that if I could get into a school where I would be surrounded by kick-ass artists making kick-ass art, everything would be okay again. And the minute I started doing that, the knot just disappeared. And I realized that that's all I needed to be doing in the first place. I'd been wasting my entire year trying to figure out my plan, when all I needed to be doing was working, was making my art. Fuck the plan. Just make the art. Woo!